In a world of reboots, remakes, and cinematic disasters, two dudes with no clue dare to ask, what the hell were they thinking? Popcorn ready, brains off, no film school, and no mercy. This is No Clue Movie Reviews.
What is up, and welcome to the No Clue Movie Reviews. I am your host, Jay, and as always, I am joined by my co-host, the bearded bastard himself, Malcolm.
This movie makes me hate America.
This movie truly is a disaster. Today, we are breaking down the sci-fi action movie, Independence Day.
It may seem dark, it may seem impossible, but our country was founded against odds like this.
Here and now, on this 4th of July,
We will make a stand.
3, 2,
Disaster. Independence Disaster. 2013 sci-fi action film.
It's not. It's not. You know what this movie is? It's a double Parasite. Okay. I mean, they knew that an Independence Day sequel was coming, so they stole the name and, let's see, White House Down's about to come out. Let's mash them two together and birth this train wreck. Fuck.
Well, this one is directed by, that classic director W.D. Hogan. Who the fuck is...
What are you talking about, classic? I mean, he's a star of the Red Box with such hits as Asteroid Hunters, Wedding Do-Over, Brimming with Love, Soldier of God, Zodiac, Signs of Apocalypse, and Who Gives a Fuck?
So what you're saying is this is his, Oscar movie. This is his...
It's all lateral moves, and it's all garbage. There's no way.
I don't know, man. This movie's a work of art, bro. Starring Ryan Merriman, Emily Holmes, Keenan Tracy, and it also has that guy from Thomas Everett Scott, the one from... Which werewolf movie is that? American Werewolf in Paris?
Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the only thing I know him of.
Was he the other roommate in that movie? The one when they're in college and they try to find a roommate who is suicidal so they get a free A to pass? What was that one called?
I recognize that.
Fuck, I can't think of what it's called.
I don't recognize the movie.
Anyways, dumb question. Do you have any history with this movie? Because I sure as fuck don't.
Fuck no.
This wasn't
And I
watched.
think the movie you're thinking of is Dead Man on
Yes.
Campus. Is it that? All right.
Love that
It's
movie.
1998. You do. Okay.
Well, I did. I don't know now.
You do. You do. You did.
This one starts off and it's 4th of July parade. It's, basic. Doesn't look bad. It's just a parade going on.
Yeah. Just a lot of American flags on top of American flags.
Oh, yeah. They're really putting in they...
Look at all these Canadians wearing American flags because that's where they filmed all this.
I mean, let's be fair. They nailed what a 4th of July, celebration looks like. We do make a quick jump from here to a lab and then we'll come right back. But this movie jumps around so goddamn much, man. We jump to this lab and it's this guy works for SETI.
SETI. Yeah.
Okay.
Which if you've ever seen Encounter? No, what's the one with where they get the signal and they build a ship and she sees her dad. Fuck, what's that one called?
I have no clue. No, I know what movie you're talking about. I just no clue what it's called.
I just can't think of it.
Wait, here we are. No fact checking on this bitch. There we go.
Nope.
But,
no. Anywho, she worked for SETI.
There's a signal coming from space that he's picking up, and he calls to warn a female whose name is Celia. That's all we see here is a warning.
Sure.
Then we jump back over to the parade, the get together,
the town.
whatever. Anyways, we got a fireman who had showed up. His name is Pete. And apparently he's the brother of the president of the United States.
guess what?
You decided to annex Canada and abolish the metric system.
Close.
He meets with these 3 kids while he's here, and I guess they're actually going to go meet the president in person. So they all
right, because one of them is the president's son.
Yes.
We have a Baron in the mix.
So you got the president's son, Andrew. You got the girlfriend, I think. I don't really know her relationship, but you got a girl, Eliza, yeah, and then you got this guy, Nick, who won a raffle to meet the president.
Yeah, as soon as I saw Nick, I said, I hope Nick dies. I hope Nick dies by a giant bug zapper. That's what I said when I saw him.
Every time I saw Nick, I said, I wish Nick died. Not just the first time.
By a bug zapper.
So, yes, you do find out the president's actually en route to be at this place, but he gets rerouted because some like earthquake, strange activity happening down on the ground. So that gets rerouted. But we get to see these we don't really see aliens here. We see, because I'm expecting an alien movie. What we see here are giant machines that come drilling up from the ground. Now, these machines remind me a lot of the, the late 80s, early 90s Ninja Turtles cartoon with the drills that Shredder and Bebop and them used to use to drill up. Just a lot bigger, though.
Right. And my thought is because, it's like obviously these are aliens, but they're coming up from the ground. So I got the idea of that Tom Cruise remake of Day the Earth Stood Still. Or Tom Cruise War of the Worlds.
Yeah, I knew where you were going on that one.
Yeah.
And then you also get these, you get a lot more machines that are like giant orbs or balls coming from the sky.
Fidget spinners, yo-yos, whatever.
Yeah, whatever you want to call them. The Secret Service guys that are there with the son decide they're going to take him to an Air Force base, and the brother talks him into taking all the kids somehow, which I don't think the Secret Service would really give a shit about the other two, to be honest with you.
I'm surprised they just didn't shoot people. Yeah.
We jump over. The president's getting briefed on the situation. No idea where these things are coming from. The general thinks it's an alien because it's not anything else on this earth can cause what's happening. They've ruled out pretty much everything. But
have they?
That's what they said. I mean, they did it pretty quick too. They were, well, it can't be here, here, or here. I mean, they went fast.
And don't forget the quickly established plot of the vice president that's eager for action.
He seemed like I don't know what he's based on, but he seems like he's based off of like a very specific vice president who just is trying, like he's trying to set up and move up in the world. Like he just wants to be the president, has no care for the authority of the president. And yeah, they quickly establish that with this guy.
They do, and then they take it away, and then they do, and they take it away again.
Funny thing is, I didn't catch that he was the vice president at first, not until after the president goes missing.
Oh, really? Because I got it from
I
this.
was in Washington while you were still chasing skirts in college and taking Poli-Sci 101.
Respectfully.
Sam, look, if I was in your position...
You're not in my position, Dennis, and that's the point.
I guess, I don't know, maybe I just knew it at that point. I guess it could have been a senator or anything.
Well, see...
But Mouthy LaFox, he just like goes, I've been here forever. It's like, yeah, but I'm the fucking president.
I was looking at him as... I guess it should have been obvious, but I looked at him almost the same way I looked at the general. I thought he was just a high up in the military, like he was something like that. I don't know. But yes, right there you can tell immediately they have some animosity between each other. They don't... You would think that they were like Trump and Pence. How did they get together? They don't like each other. It's obvious. What the fuck happened? We jump back after that phone call there. That we get to see Celia again. And she
broken down.
Yeah, she's broken down, and she jumps in front of Pete's fire truck, which I wouldn't have felt bad if she got hit. I'm just saying. She talks him into taking her with him, and then makes him help pack all of her shit from the van into his fire truck.
Yeah, that she's already just put out on the road.
This is an emergency vehicle that was in the middle of an emergency, and she is making him do mundane bullshit.
But all due respect, the one firefighter did take the emergency vehicle on a trip to a lake to go meet his brother for no good reason. So, everyone's at fault here.
Okay, all right. Well,
we're all getting rid of.
So, like I said, I mentioned the president going missing. Well, it's right here. His helicopter gets hit by one of the orbs, balls, yo-yos, whatever, and it goes down.
Yeah, yo-yos.
He's the only surviving person from that, we find out here in a little bit.
Of course, which is like
convenient.
A great knockoff to, the president's wife in Independence Day when her helicopter went down. It's like she lived. All the beefy Secret Service died.
You know what? I gave this plenty of leeway on. They did fairly okay, not just completely copying the story until a certain point. I'll bring it up when we get there.
Is it one of the 3 American speeches and how this is independence?
On this 4th of July. No, I think it may have been before. It was before that, actually, I think. But
Okay.
we'll get there. We'll get there. Celia and Pete, they're in the fire truck.
Fire truck.
They're stopped looking over. I think they're like kind of looking over the town and seeing what happened, right?
Yeah, because that was they spent too much money on that close up of the town. They're not going back in it because they don't want to have to do little temporary fires. They've already blown their budget. We need just one wide shot so we can put CG fire everywhere.
That was my home.
Yeah. So while that's
that was my home. Okay, you don't seem like you care.
yeah, he's just like, hey, that was my home. You want to go check it out?
That was my home.
I know. He wasn't freaking out. He just sounded like he was telling her. But while
I live there,
while they're doing this, his the other fireman pulls back up in the fire, like the small fire truck.
Yeah, the little brush. Little brush truck that takes out little grass fires.
And well, so he pulls up, and I forget how it happens, but this motherfucker he dies along with the actual big fire truck getting blown up by, I think, one of the orbs just smashing, like suicide bombing, wasn't it? Or
one of the drill
the
just pops
drill,
up
that's
because
what
it
it
starts
was.
shaking. But it's interesting. I'm going to call him the chief because fuck it. The other firefighter, he rolls up with no information, already calling it an alien invasion when all they've seen are drills coming out of the ground.
The aliens are coming! Wait, get back!
Wee! He just off screen.
Yeah.
Wee!
He said aliens are coming. They had seen the orbs come from the sky. That did happen already. So it was
Has the town folk or just anyone who was at the...
I don't know about the town, but anyone who was at the parade or whatever, they definitely saw the orbs coming from the sky.
Okay, I'll let it be.
And remember, I'm pretty sure, was at the parade. So, but you did get that explosion of what I think we see as the Capitol building.
Yes.
Oh my God, that was so bad. It reminded me of the fire from Halloween.
Halloween feast. I love how you have the entire White House and it reveals the damage for the most part is just one tree on fire. Oh no, the one tree. We have this fire asset. We got to use it.
And they claim all of Washington was destroyed and they had to evacuate, but the White House is fine.
Mm-hmm. Everything's moving so fast, and I'm glad because I wouldn't want this to be a long movie.
Well, dude, they fucking were blowing stuff up not even like 7 minutes in. I give them credit. They didn't bullshit. They just jumped into it. They're like, they're like, the fans know what we're doing. We don't need
the fans. I do not want to meet a fan.
Right here, buddy.
But okay, when
this movie's perfect.
When the kids when the kids are in the Secret Service vehicles that are rolling through, they're listening to the helicopters, that has the president get knocked down.
Yeah, but he goes off again.
See how they're listening to it on the radio, the normal radio.
Wait, what did it say?
That was just a normal radio, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that's
they're
so
listening
bad.
to 98.8 military FM.
Okay, watch the end of that when the car behind them gets smacked and comes to a dead stop. It actually never loses distance. Watch, it gets hit and doesn't lose distance. I swear it stays right there with it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like it still keeps driving.
Yeah, it's right there. It started to slow down. They just kind of darkened it a little with the CG fire.
If the thing got hit by an orb, that thing would have exploded. Oh well. Here's another thing though. Like they crash. The SUV crashes. Everybody dies except for the kids. I don't understand. Wouldn't the kids be the ones most likely to die in that situation, being that the front seat actually has like airbags and shit?
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, Celia telling Pete, what she knows about everything that's going on, and she's like tells him about the signal, and that's about it. That's about it. That's all she knows. Signal came from space, and it got reflected back to space.
The phonons, the phonons, which is a word, and it does mean something. It means nothing actually in this fucking movie.
It's something to do with the vibrations felt from sound or some shit like that.
It's a nickname that describes molecules moving through air. That's
what on burst?
Phone on it. Look, it's not important. Look.
What sound is. It's just a fancy word for fucking sound. That's all it the fuck is.
Celia's idea here is she's telling Pete that She thinks the aliens have already been here, which
Yeah.
to anybody seems like that would be obvious unless somehow. Well, yeah, no, there's no way that those drills would have been underground had they not already been here. So yes, it doesn't make any sense. So her theory here and Pete seeming almost surprised, like it's
It's
kind of
like, yeah,
dumb.
well, it's like, where do you think the drills came from? They were already here.
I mean, I guess they could have dropped them in the ocean and did like Minecraft style, went down deep, dug over until they hit the
Uh-huh.
proper coordinates, and then
Yeah, and then drilled up. Be careful, you don't know if you're going to hit some gravel.
yeah, you never know. You got to put a torch under you. Yeah. The vice president, we're talking about him. He is extremely quick to say he is the leader of the nation.
And his assistant, his like nut gargling little assistant, is so smirky, evil, smiling here.
I'll address the nation as soon as we land. People need to know there's someone in charge.
Yes, sir.
He's so happy. It's like, what? Why?
Yeah.
But then he still says, "Sorry, Sam." But then, and then a little bit, it's like, no, we can't devote any resources to go find the president. It's like that should be your first concern.
I don't think that they would let him take those resources from finding the president.
Right? Yeah.
He's not sworn in ever. He's never actually the president.
Yeah, we've all seen that portrayed in film, so we assume that's how it works in real life.
I don't think he just says, "Well, I'm next up." I mean, that's not.
I do like how in Mars Attacks the daughter gets sworn in as president because there's absolutely no one left.
That's what we need to do.
Yes,
We do see, like, after he tells them he's going to make the address to the nation, we do get to see the very next scene. The president's crawling up on like a riverbed, like from the river onto the bank here.
Yeah, because he got a parachute on in time. But all I could do was focus on this hose that's just sitting down there, just rolled. It's like, that's all I would stare at. It's like, why the hose? I'm sure they're thinking it would look like debris, but I just see a clear hose, and that's all I could stare at. It's like hose, hose, hose.
I don't know what they were going for there, but yeah, him running here. I think eventually he runs far enough to where he finds a barn. We'll get to that here in a minute,
Yes.
but he walks up, he finds a barn and a farm and whatever. We'll get to that in a minute, but yeah,
A barn
a
farm.
barn farm. And Celia and
Farm
Pete, they just happen to run into the kids shortly after Nick collapses, so that's convenient. And because we find out Nick has a giant gash in his stomach that they don't find out until walking for miles.
Yeah, which just looked like they just poured a little bit of barbecue sauce on them.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah, go ahead.
You got a guy who is saying he can't walk, he's having trouble moving and everything. So you're carrying him for who knows how long. Like I said, it could have been miles, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you at some point bother asking, why am I carrying you? Why did it take that long for them to look and see he was gashed open?
Yeah, and that big of a gash, why didn't you just bleed out and do us all a favor?
Well, he couldn't have been a hero if he did that.
Oh, God. I will be your hero, baby.
Oh. And then Pete gets the honor of telling the kids that the town was destroyed. The only one that seems affected by this is the girl.
Yes, and the way I noticed this is I couldn't figure out, does she have a big head or a small face?
I don't know, but she's listed second in the credits for some reason.
Yeah, she's big in those Christmas crappy
Like
Hallmark. Yeah, they pump her in all those. So if you have a chick at home, she should know who the hell that is.
Now that's a freaking podcast to start right there, where we just review Hallmark movies.
1, 2, 3, I'm out.
Like I think I would just rather shoot myself.
I think I'd watch the sequel to this.
You know what? It's funny where this leaves off. You assume there is a sequel. They didn't make one.
The sequel would have been, and then we lost.
Yeah, I don't know how they didn't get the funding for this sequel. Like, should have just had money flying at them. But yeah, Pete tells the kids the town's destroyed, and then they all hop into the truck that they're in now and head to the the Air Force base. We get back to the vice president, though. Like, he's already pulled back most of the search team for the president, like we already said earlier. And now he's meeting with the general, which I don't remember catch his name. I just call him the general the whole time. We'll leave it at that. And Spears.
General Moore.
And Spears,
yes, and Spears, which is some lady,
an advisor of some sort, I would assume.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Well, I would, and I'm going to say an advisor to the president because she does not like the vice president.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He is talking to them, trying to figure out what damage looks like and trying to find out, if they know what they're referring to now as aliens want. Everybody just called them aliens, which as far as we can tell, they're some kind of aircraft made by another nation at this point,
Yeah, they look like drones, just not traditional. They're well, they could be man-made. They're just definitely machines.
We go ahead and cut away from here, though, and this is where I said we get the president walking up to a farm.
Yes.
There's a guy here, and this guy's a little out there. I think he's a tweaker. He's got to be, right?
The little redhead
Yes.
nerd.
He's so out there. Or maybe he's just way too excited about meeting the president.
I mean, that would be trippy. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't know. Or it's just bad acting.
Well, my problem here is
Yeah.
I don't feel like somebody like that would be that excited to meet the president. He seems very anti-government, anti-establishment,
Government.
being, big-time
Yeah.
hacker, and I don't know. Either way,
I feel like they were borrowing from Kevin Smith when he was in that Die Hard movie.
he's excited to meet him. President wants to use his phone. They go inside. He catches the vice president's speech on the TV and sees that they're launching a full-scale attack on the aliens. Yeah.
God bless America.
I thought you were the commander-in-chief.
So did I.
So did I.
They'd be like, "Oh, then you know you do the chief."
See, as commander-in-chief, I would have backhanded his ass right there. Like established dominance. That kid clearly doesn't think anything of him. But
what I tell you about thinking?
they cannot get the kid's phone to work, though. Obviously.
Mhm.
I say obviously. I don't know. Did the aliens, did they go after the satellites in the air first? I mean, that would have made way more sense. Like
The kid explains that in any emergency, the first thing to go down the cell phones because they get all jammed up, which is true. Think about it when actually, even though it's been a while, the last time a tornado ripped through the metro.
Yeah, that's a good point. Thankfully, the president just happened to walk onto the one farm where a kid has a computer set up in his top of his barn that
A very it doesn't look like it's very waterproof.
non-impressive looking, lot of exposed
It's
wires,
dirty
just
as
some
hell.
dust everywhere, and frankly, isn't as impressive as it makes it out to be. But he does claim that no matter what, if there's internet available, he can get on. And
Fiber, 3G, 4G, all meshing together. I kind of designed this really cool way that they, it doesn't matter. If it's possible to be online.
It's like, okay, so you just bridged a network. Cool.
yeah, he's a genius living in his parents' barn.
Nice. I think you call them virgins.
Welcome to my
It's really just one more monitor than what I have right now. That's about it.
It looks like they tried to all right, let's look at a video game of like Arkham Asylum. All right, see that little area that Batman has? Let's put that as small as we can. So he's got one monitor down there that doesn't work. He's got a
it's
TV
off.
up there that's off that probably just has a video on loop playing.
Yeah, it's just hooked up to antenna.
And I guarantee you that computer there is just a clear case that's got some wires in it that are glowing.
Probably just not even anything glowing. It's just they bought a used 2010 computer and plopped it up there.
Either way.
Two of the monitors have the exact same image on them.
This is, so nothing impressive about this, but yet somehow this right here can connect to the internet no matter what. Not only that,
Sure.
but he can hack into military bases within minutes, as long as he's got permission.
Aliens have invaded the Earth, Todd.
So, thumbs up to the felonies.
Yeah, thumbs up to felonies.
Right. Okay. Yes, sir, Mr. President.
We go back out to, it jumps to the car. Pete, I just call it Pete in the gang now. Celia's working on her phonon emitter to attack the aliens with.
You know what? To me, it looked like a hat box.
Yes.
Duct tape to a radar gun.
Hat box. Okay, yes, I could see that. With some rubber bands on the back that looks like they just kept popping the bottom of it with it. They see the Air Force fly over at this point, and this is when
Which, for this mockbuster, not a bad shot, because a lot of time these CG scenes they have to do like in a stationary camera because It's hard, but this is actually a pretty impressive shot for a buster that this is.
It's like, it looks bad when it's up close. Far away, that was fairly good. Like, but when you see this stuff getting up close, it gets out of hand.
Yeah, the fact that they were able to do a camera tracking shot, that's way above their normal pay grade for these type of movies.
Like I said earlier, I said the VP was never sworn in, so like he was never president at any point. I saw this battle taking place. Like I don't know why I put that there. That was just my first fucking observation. I was like, hey, he was never the fucking president. He can't be doing this. But people started celebrating this a little prematurely. Like when they destroyed what they destroy, like 3 of the orbs out of,
and it's only because the orbs didn't move.
Yeah, they just sit there, and then all of a sudden it's like they get put onto like a different like different gear, and they start attacking everybody.
They shoved a different cartridge in them. Now they're in attack mode.
Popped a different Sega Genesis cartridge.
Yeah.
But the thing with it though, I mean, it was just a quick it was literally just a quick switch, and people were like celebrating, yay, and all of a sudden something's wrong, and bam, everybody's fucking dying.
I like how no one in the the situation room goes, why do they not have weapons? Why did they just slam through things?
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's such a weird alien technology that their only form of attack is essentially a headbutt.
Maybe that's why they have so many different drones. They have the ones that recover, and then they have the ones that destroy themselves. They got suicide bombers and recovery. This scene here, like it was over quick. Like they destroyed and what they referred to as the majority of their Air Force, at least at that base.
Which again, that whole them watching the radar as the icons for jets and aliens smack into each other, and you're watching them lose. That's straight out of Independence Day. Just almost shot for shot.
Yeah.
Except one's good and one's really bad.
We jump immediately from this to the war room, and you see everybody's kind of dejected. VP, everybody's down, and everybody's like, "Oh shit, what are we gonna do?" The VP immediately though wants to regroup, attack
scramble.
Again. Yeah, exactly.
It's like, what do you think's gonna happen?
We do see a quick shot where it shows Pete and the gang seeing that one of the orbs, like I just said, has a recovery units. So one of the orbs gets picked up by another orb, and you see it fly out into space to the mothership.
Right.
Thoughts on the mothership, the giant ship? They kept it really dark, so they didn't.
Because it probably looked really bad. Is the only thing I think of. I have a feeling they were kind of stuck with the designs that they bought ahead of time. Like these CG shots were all established already, and they just bought a package. And then they wrote a script around it. It's like, okay, we have this drill thing that does this animation coming up and going down. So you can have a monster that inchworms its way through the world. Or you can have these yo-yo things with knives. Like, okay, we'll make that work.
Well, I guess now since I saw where that went, the military was able to follow that ship and see where it went, and they now have a shot of the mothership. It is like a 12-mile long ship flying through space. Wow. Vice President doesn't see anything except the target. That's all he sees. He wants to destroy it. Okay, great. We jump back to the gang. They arrive at the base, the drill base.
It took me a while to figure out that was a base. I thought they were just at a factory because that's where they're at.
Nope, it was supposed to be an Air Force base.
Yeah, and they talked about it, and I was like, "Why are they stopping at this factory? Why does this look like a place that shows up in The Walking Dead?"
Oh, yes, I could definitely see that. Yeah, as soon as they get there, drills start popping out of the ground. I thought it was like watching Tremors. Like they start running, and then one pops out of the ground behind them. Everybody's already evacuated here. Why are the drills popping up here now?
I really don't get a good explanation of what the purpose of the drills are. Even when they explain it, I'm like, yeah.
I'll see if I can help with that one when we get there. It's not that far off.
Sweet.
But yeah, everybody's already seems to be evacuated from this Air Force base. So it's just
good thing someone left their ghetto blaster on. More military conversations happening on a radio.
Just random.
That's when they find out about a mothership. They say, "What? There's a mothership in space?"
Oh man. While we'll jump back to the war room. So the VP's sitting there trying his hardest to get them to relaunch, right? The president finally got Goober to be able to hack into the war room, and they interrupted right before the attack.
Wait, but how'd they get hacked in? A friend comes
Oh,
over.
the master! Don't forget the
The
master.
master. And you know she's a hacker. You know why? Because she has bangs.
This is so fucking
And she hacks with her
stupid.
eyes closed.
God.
Remember this one time
And
hacking and she cracked
which was
her
such a
college
trope,
screens went
early
black.
2010s and whatnot,
She's the
dude,
best.
was hacking would do multiple keyboards at
You
once.
can go back to the 90s to the movie Hackers and watch shit like this.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, okay.
Swordfish. That may have been the first really bad offender of
Yes,
this.
hacking was just hitting a keyboard faster.
It's like, Jesus Christ. Like, it was so
Even
bad.
though real hacking is you write the code ahead of time and you have a thumb drive and you turn it on and then
You just hope
sit
someone
back.
puts it on their computer for you. And
Yeah, I like how they actively are controlling and creating code as they're hacking live.
yeah, the eyes closed thing just threw me off. That was so fucking stupid.
Which it does lead. She does do a good line when she does get into the war room.
Greetings, Earthlings.
Who the hell are you?
Yeah, that's funny. I like that.
Buddy of mine wants to talk to you.
Nanu.
That was the perfect time to
Hey.
do that too, with the aliens coming in, her doing the greetings, Earthlings.
Yeah, it was great. And again, is the vice president a bad guy or not, or is he just in over? They can't because he's so excited to see Sam. Oh, Sam, you're you're alive.
He's not excited. He knows he's got caught. It's okay. You ever had a dog that shit on the rug or on the carpet?
Yeah, but look at that face. He is happy. Someone should have told that actor how to express emotions correctly because that's happy face.
I don't know.
He is happy to see him.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're getting at, but I look at it more as he's that dog that just got busted. He knows he's done wrong. My thing is,
Oh, shucks. There you are, my buddy, old pal.
why here does Sam or the president not call him out for going against his wishes? Nothing's said about it. Like, he says he doesn't wanna do it again, but nothing is said
Yeah.
about him doing it the first time.
You're fired.
Oh, man. But, yeah, he's upset here, and they don't really have anything established for a little bit here because, once again, we jump back to the Air Force Base. But, what is this thing that comes out of the ground? There's a giant ship-like machine that starts to come out of the ground next to them.
Oh, the bug zapper. Yes. Okay, the only thing I could think of is that it's a machine that's sucking up the natural resources, but we never see any shot of did it get unearthed? Did it come in through the sky? Maybe they had plans but couldn't afford it. I don't know.
How is this thing rising through the ground without making dirt come up in a mound at all?
I don't know because there's some noises and they go, "What's that?" And then it's just there. It does one good thing. Zap.
So
Right
you're
at
gonna
the
hate
end.
me for this?
Yeah.
It's amazing how low budget 2013, that right there looked 20 times better than big budget 93 Mario.
Okay. Well, it should with the
I
big
know.
gap of
But
time and technology.
To be fair, me and you can get on Grok right now and make a better looking transition than 93 Mario. Better than what we just saw too. But you know what I mean. I'm just saying that that was bad, but it was so good. Nick's dead. But why did they have to go off and establish him as a hero beforehand? And how did a guy who's just not able to hold himself up physically hold her from flying away?
Yeah, he's still dying.
Yeah.
Did he secretly love her? Was there?
I know.
Did he like kiss her?
No.
Or I
There
remember.
was a
I know there's
a
another
deep
kiss.
deep eye stare between the two of them right there before he gets sucked up.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm. That's about it. Okay.
There I think it was establishing that he had a thing for her, but his whole point being there,
But
he was just a raffle money.
he's a kind of, but he looks like the kind of dude if a chick is even mildly not mean to him, he'll fall in love.
He's like that friend on Not Another Teen Movie. You know, the one that kept trying to do the slow clap, or you know Oh, no, the hopelessly in love friend. Yeah, that one. But yeah, that part right there, they had to make him a hero, and I don't understand why. He was a useless prop in the movie. Like, he wasn't needed, other than establishing that that's why they went to the lake to meet
It's
the
like,
president.
yeah, it's like we need a comic-looking friend with curly hair.
It's like he was supposed to be Dustin from Stranger Things before Dustin from Stranger Things existed.
Better be looking smart, I always say. Who wants to ring a bell, huh?
But we go back to the war room, and you get the VP is finally arguing with the president because he's wanting to launch a nuke at the mothership.
Yeah, and to be funny, it's like the president's like, I have the code, so that ends this conversation.
And he literally tells him no, and the VP, he starts to cut out, and the VP's like, hey, all right, tell me yes or no. And he's like, no, I don't want you to do it. Do you want me to do it? No, I don't want you to do it.
Oh, wait, I couldn't hear you. I think we're going through a tunnel.
I don't know what he said.
I think he said, yeah, so we're just going to do it.
And then he does say this, though, and you keep asking if he's a bad guy. This right here basically does say that he's a bad guy. He says something to the effect of, if there is no way he is capable to give orders, then he's not really the commander-in-chief now, is he?
Ooh.
That's the order. They decide they're going to launch nukes at the ship.
But now, back to the barn.
But wait, where's the gang at? I see one more of these orbs flying by itself. So they want to try to go ahead and use the weapon. And, Celia warns it's not charged, but, Pete, he says do it anyways. They go to use this orb, and she gets it shot right on time, naturally. Like, work.
Yes.
You got to have the suspense, I would love to see a movie where everything just works right away. Like, the person's running from the killer, they get in the car and it just starts. The new car is not having trouble starting. The gun doesn't jam. Just everything goes the right way.
Everything's out of power in these movies, which is funny because, okay, we're gonna get to the point. They find out that there's a battery or a core inside these things that powers it. And I like how he says it's cold, because you get it. It's possibly they're hinting that it's cold fusion.
It's cold.
I didn't even catch that. That is funny.
It's a power source.
Yeah.
Ooh, there is a hole there. You could put your dick in there. You could probably get a. Imagine what that would do to you.
Well, it's cold.
You pop in the microwave for a minute, you're good.
Oh my God. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's not good. It's good.
I've seen that in sci-fi movies. That typically opens up like a black hole or time warp or some shit.
So I like how she goes, that's how they're powering the drills. It's like, wait, from a distance through the air? I guess it kind of hints at that because he holds it up to the speaker slash hat
They
box.
could be hinting that those are bringing the power down to the drills?
Right. Or that it just transmits via, like, Tesla wanted to do electricity when he was alive.
Wait a minute.
Crazy.
The drills came first, though.
That's why I'm thinking, is like, does it transmit power through the air? Because he holds the core to the weapon and it works.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Imagine what it would do to your dick if you put your dick inside that thing.
They're all getting horrible types of cancer right now, even though it's just sound waves, I think. Shouldn't their ears explode and be bleeding and they're screaming and
Skin
agony?
peeling off,
Uh-huh.
But we do find out, though, like you said, it's just a solid machine. These are drones. There's no alien. So we got giant drills that are just drones. We got giant drones that are just drones. So, yeah.
How do you know they're not an AI?
Yeah, I mean, like the
alien
Borg.
AI, they're transformers.
Yeah, there you go. They get the idea now that they can equip one of the, like, their little emitter to one of these drones and send it back to the mothership as a Trojan horse to take down the mothership.
Oh my God, they literally say Trojan horse, and that's what they say. And
this is exactly what they did in Independence Day, except instead of flying there themselves in the alien craft, they just send the weapon in an alien craft because they can't fly it because it isn't a craft, it's a drone.
Yeah, there's no room for a pilot. They've already established that. That way they do not have to try to film people in space, and that would have been
They also
expensive.
didn't have to make an alien.
There was also that, yes, because doing a CG organic would look awful, so they made it all mechanical and shiny. Holy shit!
Yes, it was literally, and I was like, "Oh my god, damn it, y'all had me!" Like with the sound wave going back and forth. I was like, "All right, okay,
Yeah,
that's something
yeah.
different." But then they hit you with the, "We're going to hit them from the inside with a Trojan horse." Same fucking thing. Anyways,
Yes, and I don't remember what the kids are arguing about or who's arguing. Everyone starts arguing, and
is
then
this the speech? Listen, America.
Listen, America is under attack. On the 4th of July.
it's been attacked on its motherfucking birthday. I can't believe you do this on my birthday.
I can't believe you called my wife on her birthday.
That's all I can think of.
Dude, I literally just watched that. CKYCK. Actually, that was part 1, wasn't it? Oh, shit. Oh,
don't know.
fuck. But yes, listen, America is under attack. Oh, my God. Pete has the idea, like I said, to Trojan horse it.
Sure, but he's like a jock. It's like, I don't know, some nerd will figure it out.
Here's my favorite
but
thing.
we're just gonna send it up there.
Where the fuck are they driving that they just happen to be driving down the same dirt road that the president and the nerds are driving
I have
down
the answer.
the dirt road?
Yes, because they filmed it in Canada. We all know there's only one road in Canada.
There's only one road in Canada.
Oh, but why was the president out on the road, you may say? Because, when the master and the redhead ginger, they were working, the internet went out. And you know how they showed the internet went out? This is what bugged me. The monitors go off. That's how the internet goes out.
I can't get on the internet.
That's not how internet works. So they got to go get some GAC because that's like cool hacker lingo for gadgets.
Oh my God.
At Bang's house.
I'm still stuck on the Canada thing because that nailed the explanation. I didn't need anymore. There's only one road in Canada.
Yes. I told you I had it.
Oh, but yes, they make this perfect run into him right outside the fucking barn. How? Look at this. It's not a dirt road, obviously, but you see what I mean. they cut in front of this other car to pull into their driveway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
And like everyone was like, was that who I think it was? Was that? I don't know.
Well, they spend all this time though. They finally get connected back to the war room, and right before it starts to get connected and get them to talk, an explosion happens outside.
Well,
what town are they in that they have that big of a nuclear arsenal?
Oh yeah,
Because they said they were launching nukes. Not
right. Well, we'll say the first time it's the same shot of all the same amount of newts leaving. When you see them fly through the sky, we have those all over the Midwest. They purposely put them in the Midwest where there's no actual large cities.
Well, yeah, I know. Unfortunately,
Whatever.
I think we have some kind of nuclear protection here in this great state.
But there's apparently a bunch in Oregon because that's where this movie is supposed to take place in, is Moose Ridge, Oregon.
Okay.
Now, where is the war room? Some sort of underground bunker that's never described.
Obviously, we know why the president would be all the way over here because he was meeting them and whatnot. So, I mean, there's explanations why everybody's where. Either way.
Yeah.
The explosion that happens, though, everybody runs outside, and what we saw was, like I said, the nukes being launched. So, in the war room, the general is informing them the machines are, this right here is what I said I would try to help explain. Basically, with the drills going in and out of the ground, it's releasing all these different gases into the atmosphere. And instead of taking direct war with humans, they're gradually just changing the atmosphere just to wipe humans out. That's what they assume. That's what the general assumes. Nobody has any evidence. This is just what...
No one's a scientist. Yeah.
No scientist at all. Actually, the only scientist here is Celia, right?
Yes, and we did establish that the blonde girl is kind of a savant.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Way earlier.
Photon, not photon. Quantized notation for atomic lattice vibrations.
And everyone's shocked. Why? Because she's blonde, even though the actual scientist lady is a blonde.
What? I like physics.
They're in high school. Is that not where you start learning some shit like that?
Yeah, it's like, okay, she knows something. But it is funny that later on they have her start hacking too.
Yeah. The general, like, he finally agreed that, like, they need to go ahead and attack again, like, they can't keep waiting and whatnot. He's the one that Spears was still against it, but basically the general and the vice president went against the president's orders on this one.
But they can't launch without the codes. I just thought of that. It's like it wouldn't work.
Well, maybe in this area it did. I don't fucking know. Either way, the nukes came nowhere near hitting the ship, and they got there quick. From the looks of it, that ship was like well beyond, like close to Jupiter, right? And didn't that seem like how far out that was?
It was supposed to be near the moon.
Oh, was it the moon it kept showing? I don't know, man. The graphics were so bad.
Yeah, it was the moon. Yeah,
But
it's the moon.
those nukes
but
got there
so still
quick.
that would take days.
Yeah. Nukes got there quick, but none of them came near hitting the thing. Like, the drones just started suicide bombing. Jump back, Pete and the gang, they're being chased by one of the orbs.
I love it, Pete and the gang. That's a Scooby-Doo episode.
I don't understand this right here. I didn't at first, at least. Why did Celia need to die to accomplish? So let's go ahead and throw something.
Because it's a really good trope.
Well, Celia jumps out of the car with the battery and thing in hand, and the thing starts chasing her because obviously that's what it's after. And instead of just like throwing it in the air and letting the thing grab it and run away, she waits for it to hit her. And don't get me wrong, the splatter that came from it was kind of cool. Yeah, I didn't understand why she had to do that. But yeah, the Trojan horse is on its way now.
Yeah, even though they don't have a way to activate it yet. So they have to hurry up and get to the SETI installation. But good thing that was also nearby.
Oh yeah, everything's conveniently close. The president did finally get in touch with Spears at the war room. I guess they used the equipment that was in the back of...
Yes, from her gap
Yeah,
that they went to go.
I was
It all
like,
makes
they
sense.
have it somewhere. I don't know. But they
Sure.
somehow have internet in the middle of nowhere as opposed to at his house. Yeah. The White House is getting destroyed when Spears was talking to the war room, and he's trying to get her to launch, and they have nothing to launch. So he's got to find a way to get in touch with another base. The VP's running out, and he gets a drill popped straight up his ass. So I said he basically got what he had coming, right?
Yes, but then it's weird that his little assistant's under some concrete and he does try to save them. They have a moment that we don't care about.
Yeah.
It's just odd.
Yeah.
It's like there's nothing established there.
It's almost like they
just,
gave a chance
no,
to
no.
humanize him before you realize that he's actually is a complete dick. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. I guess, or they realize this movie's going to be in a red box, so why are we trying? Let's go.
Dude, this movie would be lucky to make it into Redbox. This is straight to Tubi.
Tubi didn't exist back then, but...
Pete and the kids, I can't even say gang anymore because they split up, but Pete and the kids go to SETI.
SETI, which is a duplex, if you haven't noticed. Especially if I show this shot here. They just they just put a satellite dish on top of a duplex and then duplicated the satellite dish a couple of times into the distance.
I like how that last one's just sitting in the trees. Like it's...
Well, I think they're trying to show distance, but it would have been nicer if they shrunk the dish a little bit so that way there's perspective of distance.
Yeah. That's
instead of just a copy and paste, because yes, it just looks like they're side by side and one's sinking.
But
into
yeah,
the ground.
there's no way that satellite dish could be held by that roof.
And more proof that it was a fucking a duplex that they must have rented, because I've been calling him One Tree Hill because he looks like the star from that stupid girls high school movie from there, One Tree Hill. But looks like he's gonna do this like dramatic break-in.
Hey. Oh.
But really, they rented the place, so we'll just have it unlocked. It's like, won't that be a cool little thing? It'd be nice.
Thing is, I saw that coming from a mile away.
I saw this entire fucking movie from a mile away, especially the scientist girl's sacrifice. I saw that 40 minutes ahead. It's like, she's going to sacrifice herself for some fucking reason.
Oh, man. I might let you go first on this one. Anyways, hackers got the president in touch with another base finally, and they were going to...
it's an actual missile silo. Launch pad.
So they were going to try to hack in and launch the missiles themselves before the president's like, these guys work for me, right?
Like, I was like, oh yeah. I was like, but can we? While you're doing that, could we see if we could have?
But naturally, as they're the other building, when they're sending the signal, the duplex that we just saw, While they're sending the
Yeah.
signal there, power just happens to get knocked out to the station.
Yes. Why did? Oh yeah, because one of
The
the
orbs flew into the power pole to knock it offline, but yet only blew open the box. An orb flying around at speeds faster than military jets.
Yes, the size of a minibus.
Yes. Nails a pole that has a
Mhm.
fuse box on it.
Yes.
Electrical box of some sort on it. The pole's perfectly
Sure.
fine. The only thing that happens, I think the door gets popped off the electrical box and some sparks. Yeah. Yeah. But I think the orb got destroyed though.
Why was it there? They've already established if it doesn't think anything's a threat, it doesn't bother people, and it only was chasing power sources before then. Why was it there? Is it on to the mission? Well, then spit out the stupid device that you have at the mothership. Get it away from the
It made zero sense because it had no reason to follow them. It wouldn't know where to follow them to because they were long gone. It had nothing. The only reason it was following them before is because it was able to track that power core, which it got back when it smashed the dumb bitch earlier. Killing the love story, which I actually found humorous, because I saw a love story developing between firemen and her. But yeah.
Yeah. What did it better just like that? Deep Blue Sea.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, when the chick is going to do the heroic thing when they get to the surface, it's like, oh, nope, she just got fucked up. She's dead.
You know what did the best ever? The end of The Mist, when the dad does the heroic thing and goes ahead and kills the two old people and the little kid with the last bullets, so he'll be the one that suffers, only for the military to rescue him.
Yes. I mean, that movie just made me happy to see that bad ending, but I just love bad endings.
Oh, that is the worst ending. The worst, best ending. No, I said that backwards. The best, worst ending of all time.
Actually, that or The Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
I'm not sure if I know that one.
Look it
We're
up.
getting off track here. Let's get back to the terrible movie.
Sorry, I just want to talk about something better.
Oh, what did you think of the dude's perfect precision with the Roman candle shooting the gas tank?
Yeah. You get kind of bored and you can't figure out the timing because the timing is always different.
He literally nailed this. He soaked a rag with some alcohol, tucked it into his gas tank on the...
From personal experience, you need way higher alcohol content than liquor will have to ignite. It won't do anything. It's still mostly water.
This part right here, they had already launched the second set of nukes well before the signal ever got sent. Obviously.
Yes.
So all these nukes have been destroyed.
All but one. It's getting down to it. So you're supposed to feel real intense that you're watching your shitty fucking DVD from Redbox. You're sitting in your trailer. You're getting so excited.
Watch this fucking accuracy. First shot. And he turns the corner. Look at that.
Okay, don't buy a fucking Chevy. They explode too easy.
Good Lord.
But I have to give props. All right. They were purposely trying to avoid making CG things go behind objects and stuff because then that's painstaking.
Yeah, you got to cut it out. And,
they on this like sweet spot. They put all their effort in this one. Very good detail as it's coming over the car. That's not bad. It's the best looking shot.
So go back to where it blows up, and I want you to see. Does it look like the thing actually blows up into a shit ton of pieces this time?
There are just random triangles that fly everywhere.
All right, it's gone. That's exploded. All right.
Yeah.
Now he walks over to the wreckage and finds the power core sitting right there.
Right, yeah, they're indestructible power.
Well, no, I mean the fact that all this is blowing everywhere, but the power core just happens to stay right there with an exploding.
Right, it stayed in this. Yeah, it stayed in the center of the explosion and dropped straight down.
Okay. Either way,
just like bosses do in like Zelda.
Either way, he gets the power core, gets to everything. The signal sent right on time. That last nuke hits it. Boom, destroyed by one nuke. We win.
You like the fireworks?
I still just can't believe that someone in this world loved this movie. This is someone's favorite movie somewhere out there.
Somebody in the movie, I'm sure, like their family. Do you have the scene right before the credit rolls? The credits roll?
Oh yeah.
Because look at this. Uh-oh. They didn't destroy them all.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait a minute. Because there's still more
There's
of them.
2 of them.
Was that 3 more flying in? See that? 2 on the right, 1 on the
2 or
left.
3.
Oh
Yeah.
boy, it might be a part 2. Come on, dude. That's exciting.
Nope.
It's exciting, man. So clearly this was a cash grab because Independence Day Resurgence was coming out. Rotten Tomatoes. Critics, there's only
Yes.
been one person that had rated it, so Rotten Tomatoes doesn't have an average on there yet, so we're just going in.
Okay. We're going with one guy's review.
I'm just putting NA on
What
there.
was it?
We're just not even worried about it.
NA.
Fans, though.
That is true, though.
You're
Okay.
gonna hate this, I think. Fans.
God damn it.
And it's not bad. I mean, it's bad for the fans. 21%, but I feel like you're much lower.
Oh yeah, I'm much lower. But before I go into my review, there's a little the only Easter egg that took me just a little bit to figure out.
Indigo, Delta, 4, 1, 3.
Did you catch what the
ID 413?
the nuke? Yeah,
Independence Day.
Independence Day 4, 2013.
Yeah. Very clever for the code to send yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I didn't catch that until just now, but the second you played, I was like, "Oh my god, yeah." That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 being the code for your luggage.
This is the absolute worst flavor of a bad movie. When you sign up for a sci-fi mockbuster, which I learned that that's what you call these fucking things, you are expecting high fructose, explosive cheese, ridiculous dialogue, actors chewing the scenery, and logic so broken it's hilarious. Instead, Independence Day-saster delivers a completely safe, milquetoast, room temperature chore of a film that broadcasts its lazy cliches 40 minutes before they actually happen. The script couldn't even commit to its own political villain trope, giving the vice president massive identity crisis. It completely telegraphs its single redemption laugh, a slow-mo sacrifice that ends in a glorious, what I call, musharoni, long before the impact hits.
It looked like a Mortal Kombat fatality. It did.
It didn't take a single creative risk, proving that the only thing worse than a terribly made movie is a completely predictable, boring one. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Oh, like I said, I'm still unsure how I really feel about this one. Not a lot that I can say is like, I mean, it's nothing like this terribly, just awfully wrong for a C movie. This isn't a B movie. This is not a B movie. This is a C movie. It's garbage. It really is. But that's what you expect with this. The story was bland. The acting was blah. The Trojan horse ending's been done over and over and over, including the movie that this was clearly stealing from. Some of the graphics were actually okay for this movie. We discussed that. But all around, this was your average C movie. It was what I expected. It was boring, but it had somewhat of a story for about 40 minutes that it was its own before it turned into Independence Day. And at that point, it just became absolute slop, garbage. But like I said, it's an average C movie. I would say it's better than what Rotten Tomatoes said, but not by much. I gave it a 23%. It's not great, not good.
It would have been better if it was bad.
That's the thing.
It would have been a better movie if it was a bad movie, but it was just a bleh.
This is a movie that somebody took a script and it's a Pokemon ROM hack. They took something and they changed a little bits here and there that they wanted to change and make it their own, ultimately making it a worse product. I would watch this again and again before I ever touched One Too Many again.
I'm going to pick one of the movies from our list and prove to you there's something worse than One Too Many.
Oh, but that is going to do it for us tonight. So before you get out of here, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe buttons. And thanks for joining us. Have a good one.